my sweet friends. Okay, so I wanted to make a video much more casual than my last ones because I feel like I need a little bit of rawness on my feed. My goal with social media and this new journey is to be as real as possible online, and I'm in the process of making 3 separate YouTube videos at the moment, and I'm having a lot of fun, but I felt like there just needed to be kind of like a check-in where just me talking to the camera. I just woke up from a nap from hell. I have extreme night terrors, so when I wake up, I'm like, and covered in sweat. So I have to immediately crack open a window, so I'm sitting next to the window now. I'm not on fire anymore. I'm quite comfortable. But anyway, hello, how are you? I hope you're doing good, and I also hope if you're not doing good, that you know you're not alone, because same. I'm having a lot of fun with social media and posting, but lately there's been a lot of medical changes and a lot of different things going on. So recently I had PT and OT for my brain, and they're going well, but things have changed a little bit. Things have gotten harder. After every check-in, things increase in intensity, and with that come a lot of symptoms and challenges. So I wanted to come on here to say that the reality of invisible illness, specifically for me, brain injury recovery, is that you're going to have to rest. And resting is important. And as much as I want to just be giving out polished content, my dream of being connected to you and being real is much greater than that. So I'm going to be throwing these videos every once in a while. I had planned, due to beautiful weather, that I would go out to one of my favorite campsites in the area that I'm in and make this video sitting in my little camp chair by a fire. And after I had a day of many appointments, which my best friend Matt came with me to all of them, I'm so loved. It's the second time in a row in 2 weeks. So Matt, I love you so much. So after that, I was out of commission. And when I had seen Matt, we had done a lot of fun stuff. We went to go see a cool movie, and we went to Sephora and got some self-care products, which is our thing. Chatted, laughed so hard, but unfortunately I was in pain, so I couldn't do really anything. That was my limit, was those 2 things. So my biggest lesson I've learned in recovery is that I have to give things time and be okay with time. And I think I didn't realize before that I was so big on controlling time, and you just can't, and you shouldn't. And I'm learning to rest. I'm learning to be comfortable with rest. And I love editing videos, but having my eyes glued to a screen can be problematic, so I'm trying to find a balance there. I also wanted to have my face on actually talking to the camera again, because I feel like that's more my style. So I had to make an executive decision to not have like a full-blown night with Matt, even though that's all I wanted. Matt wanted to show me a cool cocktail lounge that offered some mocktail options, and I couldn't go. In my first recovery, because this is now my second brain injury, I had felt like everything was a loss. Every time I couldn't go out, I was so upset, and there's a lot of emotional disturbance that comes with getting your head hurt. So it was hard for me to manage all of that. Second time around, I was a little bit more prepared. So I kind of feel like I have my bearings and I knew sort of what I was getting into. Every brain injury is different, and no 2 are the same. Not even my 2. So I had to not apply so much of my logic from the first time. But one thing that did carry over was that I had to accept where I was at. So instead of hanging out with Matt, I had to rest. I had to go to sleep. I was so nauseous, so dizzy, and my vision is affected in certain ways, which I can explain in another video. So I made that decision. And then when I woke up this morning, the day after, I was in so much pain, so dizzy, so nauseous, that I had to decide again that I couldn't do what I had planned to do. And spending time with my loved ones, my best friends, and my family is a vital part of my life, especially as someone who has traveled extensively since high school ended. So not being able to do those things breaks my heart, honestly, and sometimes it makes me cry. But today I was supposed to go get some really yummy food with friends, go to a kava bar, which I was super excited about. I've never actually been to a kava bar that isn't like a tea house setting, so this one really piqued my interest, but I couldn't go. I had to decide, I'm gonna do what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna burrito myself, cover up the windows, and go to sleep while my friends were out. And acceptance is really hard, but it's possible, and it's just gonna take time. It's all gonna take time. So if you're in recovery and struggling, you're not alone, and I'm here for you. And I hope that you know that the days that you're stuck inside, like days that I'm stuck in the van with a raging headache, days that I'm having to sleep on my friend's couch rather than going out, or, you know, being stuck in the tent at a campsite, not being able to hike, it feels like a loss, but it's really not. It's a temporary thing. And I don't even want to say setback. It's just a temporary thing. And that temporary thing is that you may not be able to do what you wanted to do today, yesterday, last week. But when you think of the things that you love, for me, that's cold water swimming, being with my loved ones, traveling, being on the road, being at a campsite, making my food over a fire, using a solar shower bag in the middle of the woods, laying out in the sun next to the water, feeling the grass on my toes, and more. I remember that these days are giving me that. These days somehow end up transferring over into beautiful moments, because if I don't rest now, I can't do any of that later. So the mindset shift wasn't something I was really able to do the first brain injury go around, but this one I've gotten a little bit better, and I still get down, and I was down hours ago. I was very upset. I love Indian food, and I couldn't go to eat it, and I love kava. Couldn't go to have it. And I couldn't be around my friends laughing and seeing their infectious smiles and feeling their embrace. You know, it's tough. This is not a facade channel. This is the realness, right? So I had to be comfortable with resting, and reframing the idea of rest is very, very important in recovery, because it will ruin recovery. Not having a relationship with rest that is productive and peaceful. So even if you're sad, feel it, cry it out, be angry. You wanted to do that big thing, go on that trip, see that person, try that food, you will. You will. Those things aren't going anywhere. And that might sound a little rough, and I apologize if so, but it's what I had to tell myself. I'm so nauseous right now. And it's the only way I could get through, is by doing that. And it seems to be working. So anyway, my self-care tonight is going to look like a lush shower, a Can You Forex Light Wave, my favorite drink of all time. Probably going to do a little bit of this word search. I got this as a gift. I'm a big bookworm, so the gifts I get are always books, which I love. Oh my gosh. I'm like a traveling library. That's secretly what my van's for. Surprise. And I'm gonna watch a movie and bring my camping chairs inside to watch the movie. I have beautiful moon chairs by Core Equipment, and I love them so much. And I didn't get to sit in them to make this video for you, so I'm gonna sit in them to watch a fun movie and laugh and be cozy all night. I hope that the next video of me talking directly to you is one where I'm surrounded by nature. And if not, that's also okay, but I'm gonna hold that goal with me, because that's where my hope is. It's the love of my life, is the outdoors. So take your time and rest and take care of yourself, prioritize yourself, and remember that not only are you not alone, but the days that are hard are gonna give you better days in the future. You're gonna be able to do what you want. You are so much stronger than you think you are, and don't let recovery take your joy from you or your hope for your future. Even though at some points it feels like that's probably the easiest decision. You're going to get through what you're going through, and you're going to come out on the other side. And sometimes the best way to look at it is not this like huge goal of, I'm going to get to a place in my life where nothing's ever wrong, everything's perfect. It's not real, it's not achievable. Just look forward to the days that make you feel alive, that make your soul burst with happiness. Think of the places and the people and the food you love, and the little beverages you like, and the books you love to read, the video games you like to play, the instruments you might play. Think about your favorite songs. Think about all of your favorite things and know that they're very close to you. They haven't left you. It's very important that you remind yourself of this every day. Anywho, thank you for taking the time to watch anything that I post. The goal was to connect, and in the beginning of all of this, I said to my best friend, if 5 people smile watching my content, I've met my goal, and I've far exceeded that, and I'm so grateful to be in this space and to be telling a really hard story to tell, to be feeling the courage to do what I'm doing, and for it to be received with love. Walking a path of love is hard, especially when you don't feel like you're in your own body and you're struggling, but there's always going to be better days, and nothing, not your invisible illness, not your sadness, not your bad days, there's nothing that can take that from you. I'm going to go light a candle and prepare my self-care ritual ceremony and get excited for the rest of my night. You can save a day, even if it's only a couple hours left of daylight. For me, I have a little bit left, and I'm gonna enjoy the stars. So I hope you have an awesome rest of your night, and I hope that even if it means just getting rest, that you're able to do that. And try to keep your head up. And I will see you soon with a very fun video that will probably be Montana, Woodstock, New York, or my favorite people. Hang in there. I'm here for you. Go get cozy.